Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a merchant named Ramesh. He was a hard-working man who made a living by selling salt in the market. Every day, he would load sacks of salt onto his donkey, Carlo, and travel across a river to reach the town. Carlo was a strong and loyal donkey, but like most donkeys, he was always looking for ways to make his work easier. One day, as they were crossing the river, Carlo accidentally slipped and sat down in the water. When he stood up, he noticed something surprising. His load had become much lighter. The salt had dissolved in the water, making his journey to the market much easier. Carlo was delighted by this discovery. From that day on, he started pretending to slip and sit in the river every morning. His owner, Ramesh, was puzzled at first, but soon he realized what was happening. Carlo was tricking him to lighten his load. Ramesh was a wise man. He knew he had to teach Carlo a lesson. The next morning, instead of loading sacks of salt, he filled them with sand. As usual, when they reached the river, Carlo sat down, expecting to reduce his burden. But this time, something different happened. Instead of getting lighter, the load became even heavier. The sand absorbed the water, making the sacks almost impossible to carry. When Carlo tried to stand up, he couldn't. His legs trembled under the immense weight, and he collapsed back into the river, praying in distress. Ramesh shook his head and said, "You thought you were clever, but laziness never pays off." He then gave Carlo a few firm pats with a stick as a warning. With great difficulty, Carlo finally managed to stand up, realizing his mistake. From that day on, he never tried to trick his owner again. He learned that honesty and hard work always led to a better life, and so Ramesh and Carlo continued their journey every day. But now, Carlo carried his load with honesty, knowing that there were no shortcuts to success. Moral of the story: tricks and shortcuts may work for a while, but in the end, hard work and honesty always win.